This is a really simple stitch pattern. It's crocheted 100%, but it looks exactly like it was knitted on needles. At the same time, it's completely reversible. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my new tutorials. Let's get started. I'll continue working right on this swatch. For this pattern, you just need a chain multiple of 3. I have 33 stitches here. The cable pattern itself consists of only 2 rows, and I make a transition row between the cables. So that's 3 rows for one cable, 3 rows for the next, and so on. The pattern is actually very simple. The first row of the cable consists of many short segments, then there's a full row that joins all these segments together, followed by a transition row to move to the next cable. Then we do the short segments again, join them, transition, and repeat. For the first row of our first cable, chain 1 and turn. Yarn over and insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, working into the back loop only. Grab the yarn and make a yarn over slip stitch. That's 1. Yarn over again, insert into the back loop of the next stitch, grab the yarn and make our second yarn over slip stitch. Yarn over once more, insert into the next back loop, grab the yarn and make the third yarn over slip stitch. Our first short segment is ready. It has 3 yarn over slip stitches. Chain 1 and turn. Now we work back, doing the exact same thing. Yarn over, insert the hook into the second stitch from the hook, grab the yarn and make a yarn over slip stitch. 1, then into the next stitch, 2, and into the next, 3. I've made 3 yarn over slip stitches again. Actually, this entire pattern is worked using only yarn over slip stitches. Chain 1 and turn. Here is where the repeat begins, and it's incredibly simple. After the chain 1 and turn, yarn over, insert into the second stitch from the hook and make a yarn over slip stitch. 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 yarn over slip stitches done. Now we've reached the step at the edge of the previous segment and we need to make a join. Here's the rule. Whenever we reach a step and need to extend our row, we make a join. We don't just jump down to the lower row, it wouldn't look as neat. Making a join looks much better. How do we do it? Insert your hook into the turning bar created by the turn. See this bar? The yarn loop is coming out of it and we grab that loop too. Right now there are 3 loops on the hook. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, placing the working yarn between the active loop and those 2 loops where we inserted the hook. Like this. Now we go down into the lower row. Insert the hook into the back loop, pull up a loop and pull it through all the loops on the hook to complete the yarn over slip stitch. Pull it snug. That's 4. And we keep going. 5 and 6. We've completed 6 yarn over slip stitches. This is the first segment of our repeat. Chain 1 and turn. Yarn over, insert into the second stitch from the hook into the back loop and work 3 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 and turn. And now we just repeat this pattern. It's exactly what we did before. 6 yarn over slip stitches. Remembering to make the join here, then 3 going back. 6 forward, 3 back. 6 forward, 3 back. 6 forward, 3 back. We work this way all the way to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there to show you how to finish it. We are approaching the end of the row. I've just finished the last full repeat and now we'll finish the row. According to the pattern, we should do 6 stitches, but they won't fit, so we'll just do 3. I've already chained 1 and turned, so let's work 3 yarn over slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 to easily transition to the next row. And look at that, the first row of this cable is complete, made of all those short segments. Next up is row 2, which is worked as a single continuous row. I've chained 1 and turned. Yarn over, insert into the second stitch from the hook, back loop only, and work yarn over slip stitches. The total number of stitches should match your starting chain. For me, that's 33. If the count is off, there's a mistake somewhere. I've worked 3 stitches and here is our first step. We make the exact same join here. Insert the hook into the bar and the loop coming out of it. Yarn over, positioning it between the active loop and those 2 loops on the hook. Then go down into the lower row and pull a loop through everything. That's 1, 2, 3. Here is the next step. Again, insert the hook into the bar and the loop coming out of it. Yarn over and go into the lower row. Then work 3 more yarn over slip stitches. Keep working this way until the end of the row, making this join every time you reach a step. This is a simple rule I use for all patterns in this technique. I finished the second row of the cable. Now, chain 1 and turn. Look at how this cable looks from the front. Even though this pattern is reversible and beautiful on both sides, I'll consider this side the right side. Next, we need to do a transition row. Right now, our working loop is on the right side, and we need to get back to the left side to start the next cable. Why? If we start the next cable from here, the diagonal lines will point the same way. We want a mirrored cable that goes in the other direction. To achieve this, we just need to move from the right side to the left side and start again. So, how do we do it? I've chained 1 and turned. Now, yarn over, insert into the second stitch from the hook, and work regular yarn over slip stitches into the back loops across the entire row. We should have 33 stitches again. I have finished the third row. It serves as a transition between the cables. Now our working loop is on the left. From here, we start the first row of the next cable, repeating the exact same stitch sequences. We'll do 3, then 3 back, and then repeat 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, all the way to the end. Then we finish the row, work the second row of the cable as a continuous row, and then do the transition row to get back to the start. And that's how you get this gorgeous pattern. These cables look so much like knitwear. It's a fantastic stitch, great for garments like tops or tunics, as well as scarves, hats or berets. I hope you enjoyed this video. I almost forgot to show you that the pattern is completely reversible. The only difference is that the direction of the cables changes depending on the side. On this side, the cables go up, but if I turn the swatch over, you can see that the cables go down. You don't get this effect with knitting needles, where cables always point in one direction on both sides. I really hope you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. See you next time. Bye bye.